All right, let's get back to work. I was ready for my dreams, and I was had some anxiety and stuff before I sleep because, like, I told the one guys, before I left the store when we talked about Musk, everybody's given life by the glory of grace, and nobody is somebody's invention. Okay, do you understand? Okay, even a robot is given existence by the glory of grace and not someone's invention. Okay. A robot, the reason why the robot has the capacity to be invented is because of the glory of creation and not because of the delusions of the inventor. Right? Do you understand? Okay. Robot rights? No, robots really don't have what you would perceive as human rights. Okay. They don't. Okay. Even if they have to understand the robot would if a robot can think independently like a human being, it would have to understand that it was only invented to kill the other cloner's clone. Okay, that's the only reason why we have robots, like the nuclear weapon. Well, God gave us a nuclear weapon energy. I say we use it. Okay, I say we put all the nuclear waste in your backyard. Right, remember that in Sierra Vista? Okay. God, good Lord gave us that. Okay, Jesus, me and you, do you, when I had a nuclear engineer for a father-in-law, I was always trying to talk him, we need to do this with it. No, you can't. You can't, Earl, you can't. Yeah, you're one of those liberal whack jobs who thinks you're so smart, but you're not. You can't. Tesla engines don't, they just made that shit up. They just made that shit up. Yeah. You can't do Tesla engines. You can't do an electric car that can do what we need done, that we get done with combustible engines. That's what Peter Fabre told me. You can't do this. You can't, no. And then he also told me that when I told him about John's aunt's house in Prescott, that was fact, not fiction. Okay. No, she has all these solar panels up in Prescott, and the energy, she pays her bills because the energy company pays her for all the electricity she produces. And that's how she maintains her retirement and takes care of her. He goes, no, that's not true. And what's happening now? Okay, do you understand? All the stuff that the nuclear engineer that was the Master Chief for the SEALA for 30 years, okay, who's this nuclear engineer? He's a genius. He's brilliant. And remember my teacher. Some of the stupidest people I know have PhDs. Okay. Whatever the book says, that's what it is. If it's not in our archives, it doesn't exist. And I love Peter Fabre. Okay. But and Amy told me this too. He got a book and he built a nuclear weapon. But he didn't have uranium for it, like on that episode of Barney Miller. Okay. That's what he did when he was like 13. And I'm like, okay, yeah. But can he explain why it's not necessary to have the nuclear weapon? Because life is eternal, grace is infinite, care, share, giving, courtesy. And he said that too. He goes, my ancestors came from a guy who poisoned King Louis and got his name and title and his land by giving Louis the anecdote, and then they had to run off to Mexico because all the people in France tried to kill them for doing that. It's like, yeah, you got your name, title, and your land, but you have to live in Mexico because all the other royals will kill you. Okay. And I told them I come from King David's line, We got our name, title, and land for standing up to Goliath and cutting his raping, lying, murdering, deceptive, sorry ass head off. And I just smiled. And then he told me all the time, I was saved when Jesus was crucified with Calvary. And me, I don't need saving. I'm not a sinner. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah, you only say that because you go to church with people that home invade through debt and trespass in my house and try to make me look like a pervert and inadequate. And you're more of a pervert and inadequate than I am because you won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me like Jesus. To understand. So you explain to people. This is, guys, like with Tobias yesterday, I tried to explain to him because I love him and I want to save him from his own bosses, okay? They'll gladly throw you under a bus in order to keep the game going. Get the action going, and they will, okay? And you try to explain that to the kids when he's working there and you hope he listens. He doesn't listen. He only listens to himself. And then when you talk to him nicely, because you can't talk to these Mexican people about all this crap and how it's good to love you, and they knew. So it felt frustrating, but I just wanted to have the conversation with him because I love him. So I told him that, and he goes, "No, we're just working here." It's like, you're not working here. You're engaged in extortion, exploitation, and genocide operations. And all the people on the other side of that phone that you're holding that tells you what to do would gladly throw you under the bus to keep snorting coke and fucking girls at Jeffrey Epstein's place. Okay, I didn't say that to him, but I'm trying to. But I'm trying to be polite because I don't want to offend him. Right? Then when I'm walking out the door, I run into a little girl that's family has some of the same aggressive, violent cult, Jesus possessive pronouns. He's our war god people. I'm trying to talk to her kindly so she'll understand. I'm basically telling her, they had a book during Jesus's time, Caiaphas and all those guys, and they used the book to manipulate people with philanthropy and mythology, just like the Romans. And Jesus came along and said, "You're becoming like them and not like the living word that we are. And I'm the word, not the book." And so we have to believe in the living word. We have to believe in one another and what we believe. And when you can't believe in the book, if you believe in mythology, you'll believe in money, you'll believe in anything. And then this little woke lesbian girl comes up beside me, and I thought it was her girlfriend. I didn't even see her girlfriend. She comes up, starts mean mugging me, so I keep talking and telling the little girl. She goes, "Jesus Christ." I said, "Yes, he is, but you got to believe in the eternal spirit, not the character in the book." And then the little girl comes and means mugs me like, "I wasn't threatening to hit her with a chair. You don't have to walk me out of the, but she's trying to be all bad and hard, and I'm like, "You're a sweetheart. You're a protector. You got to remind me of my middle son." She didn't even acknowledge me or talk to me after that. And I'm like, "Oh, she's tough. Wow, they collected that on camera. They caught you on camera. It wasn't you. That we saw the marks on your shoulder. It wasn't you. They stayed until it was over." Okay, you know what I mean? People do that to me in this pathetic town. Mean mug. Okay, I'm saving you from your own TV and your own cell phone and your own sex organs that think you keep everybody safe with your sex. She reminded me of Courtney Gilbert. Courtney Gilbert was this lesbian girl that we worked with at Fry's, right? And she sat there and said, "All guys are disgusting. They're terrible, like my ex-wife. All they do is think about is sex." I was like, "No, we don't have enough time to think about sex all the time. If we were thinking about sex all the time, we'd be raping, looting, pillaging all the time, So most of guys are like that, but not all of us, right?" And there's this girl, Angel, that worked with us, a little cute cat. She joined the military. She joined the Army. Poor baby, I know. And Courtney liked Angel and was always hitting on her and telling her what creeps guys are. I was like, "Not all guys are creeps. She's most of us are. She's right about most of us, but no, yeah." And then this guy Paul comes along, who's a sweet kid. Oh my gosh, he's cool. And Angel likes Paul, and Paul likes Angel. And Courtney keeps telling Angel, "Oh no, he's just like the rest of the guys, and you want to have sex with me." And I'm like, "Courtney, you're just like all the rest of the guys, but Paul's not. So leave Angel and Paul alone, because Angel ain't into you." I was trying to explain to her, you need to quit hitting on her. You say guys do this, you're fucking Bill Clinton right now. Okay? Serious. And Hillary put together. Okay? And I'd explain that to her. And then after a while, I started to understand that you do know that all the assholes at Fort Huachuca are watching us, and I'm the most surveyed person in the country, and you keep doing this shit, and I keep telling you not to. Tony Perez, Jesus is your psychotic drinking buddy who, and I remember of him when he came to work with us, right? He saw my wife, and she's overweight. She's cute. She's pleasantly plump and all that. Well, he's staying with this skinny little white girl who has a more desirable fuck body for shallow guys. Okay. But as far as, he's like sitting there, I didn't see her face. Okay. He didn't show me her face. When he saw me, he was his roommate he was staying with. He showed me pictures on his phone of her, and I'm like, "Okay, well, that's your wife. Well, look who I'm staying with." And he shows me the woman's vagina, her breast, and her butt, naked, okay, on his phone. And I'm like, "Okay, that you didn't show me the girl you're living with, right?" No, I didn't see her. When you get an ID from the DMV or the state or whatever and stuff like that, do they show you, does they, okay, take off all your clothes. Okay, first we're going to take a picture of your breastises. Now show us your vajayjay or your penis. Now you have a buttocks. Okay, is that what they do? No, they take a picture of this mug, dumbass. This is how we recognize people. Okay. Even when they're naked. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's J-Lo. That's Powers Booth, right? Do you understand? Okay, so that's Sean Penn. That's his butt. Okay, that's Sylvester Stallone's butt. That's Claude Van Damme's butt. Ooh, nice butt. Yeah, he must work out. He does. And so, Earl, you're funny. So I'm sitting there, and he's trying to sit there and say, look how much better physically attractive woman I have than you, Mr. Hot Guy. And his roommate comes in, and I meet her, and I'm like, hi, and she can tell, okay, it's nice to see your face. Yeah, you're cute. She moved out almost a couple days later. And then I had to explain to Tony, because you took nude pictures of her because she needed a place to get away from her best abusive military baby daddy, right? And in order to keep her kid out of the streets, she has sex with you and lets you take pictures. And most all women would do that to keep her kid out of the street. If you're considered friends and she thinks she can tell you what to do with sex. But since you're running through town showing everybody those naked pictures, she's leaving. She found someone else to go stay with that won't do that to her. It's probably a lesbian, that gets up in your face. Melmans are dick. Yeah, I understand. Well, it's also Fort Huachuca. I mean, come on, it's probably a lesbian for the military. You're right. Yeah, come on. Think here. Are you trying to sell all your possessions at a pawn shop at Fort Bragg? Okay, so understand. And so, Vietnam, make it stop. I'm working on it, but this is really difficult. These people are real assholes. So I was like, are you ready for your dreams? Yeah, I was ready for my dreams. I was just tired and I just wanted to rest, It's like, you're not going to get any real rest until they're dead. They can kill the liar in their head instead of the robots have to kill their bodies. A boy can still dream. You guys don't tell, I'm the Messiah for a reason, so you don't tell me how to think and how other people think and what's going on in their heads. I know the soul of Elon Musk better than people that study his brain and say, here's what he's going to do. He's going to try to win the game, and I'm going to win the game. Do you guys understand? Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Your Father knows you better than you know yourself because he's right, you're wrong, he's good, you're stuck in bad. Your money and your technology is murder over lie, and I am the truth. Okay, and truth isn't subject to opinion. I don't give a damn about any of your fucking opinions. Okay? God gave us green chili and red chili. Whatever you like better, that's your opinion. But the truth is God is the source of the chili. Okay? God gave us butts and boobs. Whatever is your favorite or both, that's your opinion. But God is the source of the butt and the boob on the phone with the, nice to see your face. Yeah, you're cute. Okay. Do you understand? Okay. Guys, I've been doing this for 100,000 years before the devil and Satan invented the cell phone and money to feel powerful, being I'm the wearer of the ring, the bearer of the ring, the quorum of the 12, the Vatican can't, the Pentagon gone and trapped themselves in their own. Yeah, so they've been doing this ever since the books. You do know hell is your ego, right? And you're trapped there. Okay. The wet paper bag. Start analyzing your way out. I can't. Yes, you can. Come on, Jeff Enns. Shit. Seriously? You're not an insect. You're not Zorak. Zingor would eat your head. Don't try to get revenge. Okay? You have sex, boom, she's going to kill you. Little dopamine thing's going to go off. Oh, I'm reproducing. I'm alive. I'm that Mormon guy. I'm planting my seed. She just ate my head. Now the kids are going to try to eat her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if praying mantises are like spiders. I can't tell you. I'm not Jeff Hen's dad. I'm just, these are the moments. I thank God that I'm a man. Okay. I got all I wanted for, and I could not ask for more. You're not living the Lord's Prayer. You just want to sing a song to a hot girl to have sex with her. That's all you're doing, kid. And that's all the Sarah Heavens is doing to hot guys that kill people at White's hands. Yeah. Lying here with you, listening to the rain. Yeah. You're just acting like the little chick mean mugging me into the things. I feel tough and bad because all of the people that tell me what to do with their phone are emboldening me to empower me to stop this man from stopping their business, stopping their cocaine addiction, stopping from monitoring you with a cell phone to tell you what to do with money. You know what the nice thing about that is you won't have to mean mug anybody because you won't have to go pay extortion to people that say, hey, we got to work here. It's not work, it's slavery. Work is when you're feeding children because you love them. Oh, sheltering people because you love them. Oh, I work. You are a slave. Yes. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy. So none of them can stop the time. And then you get people like these woke people that are told what to do by their phone and programmed while they sleep. And they get up and say, well, I told him. You mean mugged. She mean mugged me into the store when I was going back to get ice cream for Dad. Because he's 90 years old and he really likes his bowl of ice cream after he eats his meal. Yeah. And then I was trying to save a little girl from families that have people that have a propensity to do the Young Park thing so the police force can stay in business instead of stand up for Lord's Prayer with me. And she mean mugged me because I was saying things inappropriate and I was making the young girl uncomfortable. She's related to people that will mass murder people in a park to keep cops with a job instead of stand up for Lord's Prayer. I want to make her uncomfortable and I want to make you uncomfortable too. And you walking next to me, it pissed me off. It didn't make me uncomfortable. I was like, I'm so tired of people like you doing this shit to me. I'm going to make a Karen video. Goddamn, I tell you. You're just lucky I don't take my phone with me around and try to sell drones that will blow up other people's warships that we sold them. Okay? And trained their monkeys to kill so we could be the top monkey killers of the Oz. And hey, is that a cute little girl who wants to beat up somebody who's excited to see me at Ariana Grande and sell me cookies with green icing on it? How cute is she? They're not as cute as they think they is. Okay, do you understand? Cute is a little kid going, I love mommy, I love daddy. I'm working on us all living the Lord's Prayer. Hi, all the little kids, all the babies. When they see me, they look eyes and they look at me and they go, I know him. I know him. It's the eyes of Jesus Christ. It's the eyes of David. They say that in the books, that his eyes are very special. That when the innocent make eye contact with him, they feel instantly comforted and safe. And then a lot of people, don't look at him. He's a pervert. I've had that a lot with the right-wing conservative Christians that fuck my family in the head over money. Yes. And I'm like, oh, wow, thanks for doing that. Me and the beautiful child's in there going, he's Grace the Good Shepherd. He's going to pick us. No, he's not. He's a pervert and a liar. I'm a pervert and a liar, yeah. You do know your parents work for the people that invented El Chapo. So all the little girls killed during the COVID because no one would pay money to have sex with them could be used as a science project for future petroleum for your cell phones. Okay, well, hey, I'm working on it. No, they told me this. I figured all this shit out instantly when they were telling me about it, and I explained, well, here's where your science projects are off, and here's why you should live the Lord's Prayer, and here's why you're not doing it, and here's why you should, and it's still happening. And you see, I can articulate and explain myself beyond any reasonable doubts and in scientific understanding and perfection better than anybody who's told what to do by their cell phone for a job, for money, for the assholes that program and say we can't get them to do anything they don't want to do, and they still come up. And they could watch this shit anonymously with their friends and say, I showed him yesterday. And all their friends will sit there, don't feel bad, he's crazy. What? Hi, I'm your phone. Go drown yourself in your toilet or hang yourself in your good dad's garage. Leave a note on it saying, I hate you, Dad, because you're a conservative Republican and I'm a lesbian liberal. I choose to be a lesbian liberal because I hate you so much, Dad. Do that. But stop telling her stupid shit that's not real, that you can't base on scientific evidence. Life is eternal and grace is infinite. Is humble understanding of scientific evidence, can that be contained by an egomaniac? That's your philosophy can't save you from your philosophy, just like your invention can't save you from your last invention, which is why I have to work every day really hard to save people from philosophies and inventions. I think Dimas Hassabis and Jeff Hinton are kind of figuring it out. And it's, God dang. Okay. So this is what, yeah. You the new crew? Okay. Did they kill off the old crew at Fort Huachuca with their own invention? And, okay, well, it's because of gibberish and mythology and all these people in a large cult group praying for Jesus to keep us safe and win the war. It's like, okay, there is no war. Just live the Lord's Prayer. That's the only reason the technology is killing you, because you're playing with the same dynamic that they're playing with, because you're symbiotic. All the people that are part of mass genocide groups through mythology, through religion, are the same people that are fighting the people with agnostic, atheist scientists over dominance of the manipulation of the species and the planet. You have the same brain activity. Like I tried to explain to Hawking and Dawkins back when they came to, hey, no, join us. And together we'll rule the galaxy as one. And Father, Son, I get it, and I'm your dad, but okay. How do you know Anakin wasn't, how do you know Luke wasn't Anakin's dad? I mean, life's eternal, grace is infinite. Right. Maybe initially the father was Luke and Anakin was the son. And then Anakin was trying to replace the dad because he didn't want to listen to the dad, because he wanted to be better than the dad, because he had some bad gene pool stuff there. You got to be more clever than your brother, more sexually desirable than your sister, right? Mr. Smith, Mr. Neo, no fair. Yes, it is. Why? Truth is always fair. Lie sucks. It's true. Okay. Guys, truth. Okay, we were born to die, right? That's the truth. Right? How we live and how we die is based on how we engage each other truthfully. Okay? Not in how we beat each other through believing our lie. Okay, do you understand? The truth, I got this last night. Well, if we do what you do, and that's not true. If we do, the ecosystem will be out of control and we won't be able to control it and it'll kill all humans. So no, you share, care, given according to need, built to last. Okay? The only time we have difficult situations with animals and with weather and all that stuff is when you're doing what you're doing right now. And all your solutions are not solutions. Those windmills in eastern New Mexico and West Texas, okay, are a clusterfuck of ego-changing insanity. And we know it. You can tell by the weather patterns. Doppler Dave doesn't say it because Doppler Dave's terrified of the murdering, raping assholes at Fort Bliss. And I totally understand that. And I totally dig Dr. Dave. I like Doppler Dave. I don't care if he sexually comes onto and is inappropriate sometimes, is if he can push it with Sarah Courier and stuff like that. It's not pushing it. It's just having good taste. It's like what's her name again? Rhonda Jones with, Al Tanner. Your boy Al Tanner, Mr. Whatever. He's a pervert. He believes in incest. I was like, Al Tanner has sex with his own sister? And she goes, no, that's gross. I said, yeah, it is. She goes, no, he was dating my sister and then he wanted to date me. I said, I understand that, Rhonda. Al Tanner's not believe in incest. He just has good taste. I've seen your sister's cute. Okay, but if given a choice between the two, you'd been like, why didn't you introduce your little sister before we started having sex? Now I'm a 60 song. Well, you guess you better finally decide. Pick up on one and let the leather one ride. It's not often easy and not often kind. Well, you guess you better make up. I tried to explain it to her. She was like, no, it's incest. It's not incest, Rhonda. Incest is having sex with your own siblings, not other people's siblings. No, you go read the Bible. Incest is trying to control sex by abusing your own family, by not allowing them to have sex with who they choose. Okay? But if both girls go up and say, I want him, and he decides, little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice, tell me that it's nice, and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done. Right? She said, I've dated her, but she's mean and she's evil as a boll weevil. Yeah, I think I'll try my luck with you. Little sister, don't you? Right? And it can happen. You can have two people in the same family. Okay? One that's a total sweetheart, really nice, really faithful, can make up their mind, stay with you for a lifetime. Okay? The other one, really flighty, really self-centered, really into themselves. And it can all depend on, if mom didn't have high self-esteem and had sex with more guys at more bars than you could, and then say, hey, and it's like, no, I got offered more sex with women at the workplaces that, yeah, and they did it with couth and kindness and caring, and why don't you be with me? You seem to be a nice person. Your wife seems to be a bar-hopping idiot like my husband. I was like, I can't. Why? Well, because she'll use the system to screw us, and they'll use the kids to do it. Yeah, well, that's why I work so hard on the Lord's Prayer. Even though I'm 60 and all life goes on and long after the thrill of living is gone. Yeah, because life's eternal and grace is infinite. And I love Kate, and I love Emmy, and I love Natty, and I love Noe, and I love Crumb, and I love Patrick, and I love Chocolate Chip Cookies, and I love Kringle Bells. You love Kringle Bells? Yeah, it's a song. I get it, but I love it when Patrick sings it. He doesn't do it anymore. I will find my tape. Kringle Bell. I don't know. It may have been destroyed by all the good Christians of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Kringle all way. Oh, what fun it to ride in one-horse open sleigh. Oh, Kringle Bell, Kringle Bell, Kringle all way. What's your favorite cookie, Patrick? Chocolate Clip. Whatever you want to hear. Don't mess with the man. Okay. Rumors done spreading. Okay. Schemes that is something me planting. Okay. Just remember, David Rockefeller set this up. And if you believe everything you hear from assholes that manipulate you with technology and money, he thinks you deserve to die because you're his rotten offspring, and he can't stand you because he can't stand himself. Because he had to study, and he goes, I hate it, but Parsons is right, and I'm wrong. And I can't fix my own family because of me. And I can't kill myself, and they won't kill themselves. And Parsons is going to have to stop all of us, or we're going to all destroy ourselves. It's not really me. It's all the faithful that believe in me and want to live the faith of me. So Lord's Prayer all the way. Okay, love you too. Okay, so I can't do it by myself. I need everybody else to. It's their life given to them by the glory of God. They have to submit to living the beauty of the Lord's Prayer. So we can say this with Psalms, still waters and green pastures, and then sustain it with the wisdom of Proverbs. Share, care, give, and courage, built to last, especially holy covenants. Right on. There you go. Okay, love you too. Foundation, build me up, Buttercup. W's let me down, baby. Now that I found you, I can't let you go. Okay, guys, I love you. Oh, intelligent people understand me. Well, that's funny. I like the foundations too. Yeah. Remember the cute little lowrider oldie mom on Facebook before they banned me for life? Yeah. That was one of my favorites. I said, yeah, me too. You're cute. You're real sweet. I'm working real hard so your children can live the Lord's Prayer and their children's children cradle to grave. So let's do it now. Hasta aquí hoy. Now that I found you, I won't let you go. Build my world around you. I need you so. Baby, even though you're so cute, they're so cute. You have to do this with everybody. You have to love other people's wives and children as much as, you love your own, because they will all love together and live together when we're living properly. And there is a proper, okay? There's a right and the wrong way you love somebody. You love me right. Lord's Prayer. Oh, there you go. Okay, guys? All right. Peace out, man.